Hello guys, I am about to go out for a meal, so I'm just going to get ready, but I need to make a video because I am on a YouTube mission. So let's talk about it while I get ready. Shit, wrong one. Let's not talk about the hair, okay? Oh, I've still got my whitening strips on. Hang on. So I've only just recently set up this YouTube channel. So for anybody that doesn't know me from where I'm originally from, I'm a podcaster, and I have been a podcaster for 3.5 years-ish, just over 3.5 years. Oh no, 4 years in October. And starting that podcast changed my fucking life. No word of a lie, changed my life. To the point where I don't work anymore. I escaped from my job as a primary school teacher through starting a podcast. So about 6 months ago, I set this goal for myself that felt out of reach. And because I teach manifestation on my podcast, I did what I teach. And I listened to my intuition. And my intuitive guidance on how to get there was start a YouTube channel. Well, my podcast has always just been audio up until recently. So moving to YouTube was a big move, and I overthought it for ages. So I had that information, that intuitive information, and I didn't act on it straight away because I was like, right, I need to get this, I need to get that. And I bought this £600 camera, and I thought I need to have a recording studio and all this. Well, let me tell you guys from experience that is just getting in your way of getting started. So when I started my podcast ages ago, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, but I've got pretty good at it over the years because I just did it over and over again. But if you go back and listen to those early ones, they weren't very good. I didn't have any fancy equipment. I still don't actually have any fancy equipment for podcasting with. But you've just got to get started. You've just got to get started. And I've been watching quite a few creators recently on YouTube specifically who have been talking about how you need to just create content. So like Ali Abdaal, James Smith, the PT, he does quite a lot about content creation now. And a lot of the advice out there to get some traction on YouTube is to make your first 100 pieces of content. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, guys. And I'm going to give myself a goal to create my first 100 pieces of content in the next 6 months, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Because, anybody who's watching who does have a podcast or who does have a YouTube channel will know you don't always have ideas what to say. So that's why I'm making myself do this one today, because I was thinking about it all day and I was like, I need to do a YouTube video. What am I going to do it on? Trying to find a topic. I'm just here, guys. I'm just going to show up on YouTube and create my first 100 pieces of content. And on this channel, it'll just be a mixture of vlogs and random chatty videos like this one, bits of advice that I have for you, a lot about my life in my 30s as a chronically single gal, happily though. But my message to you is to just start, because how incredible is it that we live in a time where you can basically have your own TV channel. You can make videos about anything you like, anything that interests you, and you don't need any fancy equipment. I'm literally doing this right now on my iPhone with one of those little sticky things from Temu, I think, on the back of it. I don't even have a stand for it. We don't need all of the fancy equipment. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be looking incredible, as you can see. Just start, because really what people want more and more, I think, is just authentic people that they can relate to. And you're always going to find your people if you put yourself out there, like I did with my podcast, which has been very, very, very successful. And I'm so grateful that I started. So this is a brand new thing for me, the whole YouTube thing. And even moving from not moving because I'm still doing that as well, but not just talking about manifestation. That's a challenge to me. That was the bottle, by the way, guys. That is a challenge to me because I'm so used to just talking about manifestation, but I just want to branch out because some of you are here for the Bolton vibes. But if you have been thinking about, like I've just wiped all that makeup off. That was a silly little move, wasn't it? Hang on, can't do two things at once. If you've been thinking about creating content, just fucking start. Like honestly, just start. Because in a year from now, not even a year, in 6 months' time, if you were to just set that same goal to create 100 pieces of content, your life could be changed. Literally, your life could be changed. Like, it's wild how fast you can change your life through these kinds of platforms. And I think YouTube's especially good because it's not going to go away. You know, like there's so many social media platforms which are all amazing, but they gain popularity and then they lose popularity. YouTube is replacing TV. Like, it's not going to go away. So just start a YouTube channel on your iPhone. Like, get your phone out right now and record like a 3-minute video of you just introducing yourself, anything at all, telling us one piece of information, one piece of like advice, something that you're interested in, anything at all. Getting ready with you, like if you're into makeup, more so than me, just start. Like, you don't even have to have your face on the camera. You can talk about your hobbies or your interests and not have your face on the camera. Do not worry about getting it perfect. Just start while it's messy. And then the only way to get better is to like practice and keep doing it. And you will naturally get better. You don't need to go on any YouTube course. You don't need to worry about all the SEO and all that shit. Just make a video and post it. Because, you know, you can make money online, and also the main reason to make money is to have freedom and like to connect with people, which you can do through YouTube. I just think it's amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So my goal is 100 pieces of content, not including shorts. Like, I want to put more, not to make long videos, but you know, 5-10 minute videos, longer form on YouTube over the next 6 months. So what are we in now? We're in August, September, October, November, February. So by the end of February, I'm hoping to have 100 pieces of content. And if you're watching this video now, start now with me. And in February, we'll have 100 pieces of content and our channels will have gained traction and we'll have made loads of YouTube friends. And then we'll be retiring on a yacht, babe. So let's fucking go. Another piece of advice for you, which I sort of got from like opening a TikTok account. Create videos, create content, not with the intention of like getting loads of views. Just put it out there. Like, just do it for fun, do it to get better, do it to practice your skills, you know, editing things, like try out new styles and see what you like. Don't do it thinking like, oh, you know, if this video doesn't get 100 views, then that means I'm shit at YouTube. No, it doesn't. You've got to remember that they won't push your content out immediately. Like, you've got to show that you are consistently creating content for them in order to get shown to different audiences. I often get people like asking me, people will DM me and say like, how do I grow my podcast audience? And I used to do this like all the time. I used to message podcasters that were bigger than me and ask them for advice about how to grow their audience. And take it from me, that's a bit dark, isn't it? There is no key. It's literally just keep going, because there's a statistic, obviously we're talking about podcasts now, but I can do a whole other video on podcasting and how to set that up. That's dead easy. But there's a statistic that says something like 90% or more, it's definitely 90 if not more percent of podcasts never get past the 16th episode. And that is because people create them purely for views and like listens, and then they don't get the listens and they think, oh, that's it, I'm shit, I'm no good at that. Well, you probably are shit. Let's be honest, you're probably shit because you've only just started. But the only way to get better is to keep going. There is nothing, there's no SEO, I did none of that. Like, honestly, I still don't, actually. I did nothing with like captions or hashtags or anything like that. I just posted more. And there'll be times like when you're creating content where you fall off the wagon and you like disappear. Anybody who listens to my podcast will know that. But you just disappear because you're having a bit of a bad week or a bad month, or you just can't find the inspiration. Don't just give up at that point. Come back and make another YouTube video. Come back and make another podcast episode. Don't just give up. People think that consistency is giving 100% every day, but it's not. Like, if you've only got 20% to give, then 20% is consistency. You know, you just got to give what you've got at the time, and that's it. Like, nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna have this fucking perfect schedule of posts. Well, maybe some people are, but not if you're like me. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. I know this YouTube channel, let's hear it right now in this video, this YouTube channel is going to be a huge success, because even when I fall off the wagon, which I will, I already know I will, and I don't post for a few weeks, or even I don't post for a month, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back, babe, and I'm going to post again. And I'm going to post again. And so are you. You're going to do the same. And you will see that over time, everything snowballs. And it starts off as a little snowball, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So, for example, if you was to start a podcast, I'm just using podcasting as an example because obviously that's my thing. It might take you 2 years to get to your first 10,000 downloads. But then it's not going to take you 2 years to get to 20,000 downloads. That might take you a year or 6 months, and it builds and builds and builds and builds. So do not be put off. I think, I don't know how many downloads I'm on now, but it's around about 115,000, I think. Like, don't be put off. Just keep coming back. Don't make yourself wrong because you've skipped today or you didn't do what you were planned. It's not those that are going to be the problem. It's the giving up that's the problem. That is the problem. That's what I've got to say on that. You'll probably find as well, like when you start creating content, whether I'm a little bit more used to it obviously from podcasting, but when you start creating content, you'll feel like a bit awkward and you'll feel a bit inauthentic because you're not used to it, but you will get used to it, like without a doubt. Just start. In anything, that applies to anything. It applies to starting a YouTube channel, to learning a new skill. Right now, I am learning a new skill that I never thought I would be learning, which is trading. And guess what? It's hard as fuck. It's very complicated. But I'm not just going to stop because I had like a couple of bad trades, because that's not how it works. Keep fucking going. Just get started and then keep going. And that is literally the key to success in anything at all. Like, it's not that hard. But loads of you will be watching this video, because I'm manifesting that, maybe right now when I've just filmed it, or maybe in 2 years when I'm a YouTube star, because I will be. I'll be thinking, oh yeah, I want to, but what if Carol from accounts watches it? Fuck Carol. She isn't going to pay bills. She isn't going to make you famous. She isn't going to be able to fly you around the world first class. But you are. You can do that. You can make that happen. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. If looking stupid is the price you've got to pay for looking like a fucking winner, babe. Very important. So you have to just get over that fear, because if you keep waiting because you're worried about, I've got a snot bubble there, see? I'm not even going to edit that out. Let me just, if you keep waiting until you feel ready, you're not going to start. You are never going to start anything. And you could be that person that me or somebody else listens to while they're getting ready for the day out. You could be the person that somebody learns a new skill off. You could be the person that teaches somebody how to do makeup. I think I'm going to leave that niche for someone else. You know, you could be someone that you want to be through starting a YouTube channel. It's free. Like, you don't need any qualifications. It's completely free. You can do it with the phone that you're watching this on right now. What are you fucking waiting for? What are you waiting for? So that's what I've got to say on that. I'll come back in the shake of a lamb's tail when I'm ready. One sec. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's 3 days worth of dry shampoo. I am ready. This is the fit. And if YouTube doesn't work out, I can always start on OnlyFans because I've got fantastic jokes.